There are days when you literally hate your partner.
I know be wizard, I know if you read your mind.
When you are not having sex like you should, it's a big sign
True.
of a failing marriage.
We women, all run in the veins, right?
So the man should be at the top, but you just have to be an helpmate.
That's where the problem is.
So you don't want the man to be at the top?
Generally.
Who is having a problem with?
No, the man has to be at the top. No, my wife is supposed to be at home sweeping and cooking. So like I said, let's just go back to Baba Losoku, Ìyàwó wà nílé tó ń dáná. End of story.
On today's episode, we'll be discussing marriage and feminism and its impact on today's relationships. This is a dialogue on Snooper.
What is my understanding of marriage? I think I would say marriage is the union of two people who are in love coming together to become one. I don't know, I think you're married, sir, so I want to ask you the question too.
You cannot be fully ready for marriage, you know. There are so many things that nobody will tell you until you get in there. And, that's why I said that it is the intentional coming together of, a man and a woman to spend the rest of their lives together.
Okay, so for me, I think marriage is partnership, marriage is teamwork, marriage is acceptance. It can never be 50-50 in my opinion. I think marriage is picking up from where the other person stopped and then you're filling in and just making things work.
I like the word intentional. It has to be intentional. It's not just I love you, it has to be intentional.
Can I add commitment? I think marriage is commitment.
I think if there's anything I'm going to add, it's to buttress what you said, which is intentional. You have to be intentional about it. So, and one of the most important things is communication. I am should I say I'm full of communication because I believe people tend to miscommunicate, or you can communicate without the person hearing and listening to you. So marriage involves you communicating and then the other person understanding you.
I remember one time with my ex, she had this ulcer attack. I didn't know. I came back from work and she was on the bed and she was just there. And I was like, there's food, there's everything, so there's nothing. I just started playing, joking around and all that, and then, she was just there. She just came and said, can't you notice that I didn't greet you the way I'm supposed to greet you? I was like, I don't know. I know be wizard, I know if you read your mind. You're going through ulcer pain. You should have told me, or I've gotten medications for you while coming back, So no wonder you're giving me the one word. I know ladies now, everything is one word answer. Okay, then she removed babe, so it's just like, okay, no more babe. So I knew something was wrong.
In my marriage and in the journey of life, I've come to realize that hearing and listening are two different things. Your wife is complaining about something and she keeps complaining about it. But, when she complains to you, you can hear it, but you are not listening. And that's the reason why most times, make sure, especially when somebody is complaining about something, sometimes something, I don't like the fact that you are sitting the way you are seated. But in your mind, you are thinking, hello, why don't you like how I'm seated? Because you have only heard what I said, but you have not listened with an open mind to understand, okay, is it because he or she is seeing the sole of my feet and is irritating this person? And that's the reason why I would keep saying intention, because there are days when you literally hate your partner.
Maybe not hate, but maybe you don't love them as you think.
Well, of course you don't hate them, but at that moment in time,
you don't love them as much as you do.
The spark from
okay, so let me use myself as an example. There are days when I'm irritated. Like, I'm so irritated that I just don't want to see this person. Like, but you just have to be intentional about, okay, yeah, I'm vexed, but hey, I love this person. Come on, Mr. Man, calm down. Okay, my name is Ifeyemi Ogunyemi. This is my wife, Olamide Ogunyemi. And, you know, as we Christians would say, to the glory of God, we've been married for 10 years, 10 sweet years. So, yeah.
Hi, my name is Yinka Adigun, and this is mine, Kende Adigun. And like I said, to the glory of God, we've been married for just a little shy of 8 months, so newly wedded here.
Okay, my name is Alima. I'm in a relationship of 5 years.
Hi, my name is Oluwafemi Eleona Bariko. I'm in a relationship and I've been dating for, I think, 6 months now.
What are the signs of a failing marriage? We've talked about communication. I believe if your partner is not communicating with you, it's a big issue in a marriage. When you both find time, when you both spend time away from each other, you don't spend time together, you don't find things that used to be, you know, things you do together, you just want to be on your own separately. It's a big sign of a failing marriage. When you are not having sex like you should, it's a big sign of a failing marriage.
I feel one of those things that actually brings about failing marriages when there is, like, you used to be very honest with each other before, and then the honesty started like fading. Like, you're not honest like before. Like, I have to find out outside. You don't talk to me, you don't tell me, even little things that I'm supposed to know, you don't tell me. Do I have to find out outside? Those kind of things actually brings about failing marriage.
How do you rekindle your failing marriage? For me, I think therapy actually works. Talking is something that people look down on a lot of times. Sit down, talk about it. What are your concerns about a particular situation or your marriage, your relationship? Talk about it. Is it something we can walk through? Prayer is also very important for me. Even my nearest thing is like the one like that. Pray about it, talk about it, and act it out. So another thing can be going on dates, trying to do those things that you were used to doing before that gave you the butterflies and all that. Go back to those things, go on dates, beach dates, just talk. Basically, talk about it, pray about it, and act it out.
Both of you have to, first of all, want to walk to the willingness to, you know, want to bring the marriage back to life. And then, like she said, if you have the option of seeing a counselor, I mean, that is a fantastic, you know, way of trying to put things back together. But if you do not have that option, then you would want to, you know, be each other's counselors, you know. Again, we spoke about communication. So, I mean, you have to go back to trying to communicate with each other, you know, trying to go back to how it started. You know, you go back to taking each other out, you know, trying to, you know, do things to, you know, bring back that fire that is dying.
Even if it's the candle.
Even if it, whatever it is, anything, you know, yes, that, you know, can just bring back, I mean, let me use my marriage as an example. During the pandemic in 2020, I'd never been home for that long. Okay, so being home was kind of getting to me, you know, and then I became very irritable. Even me, I was irritating myself. So I could imagine how it was impacting on her. You know, I was not communicating as much as I used to. I mean, I was using my children as kind of like a shield, you know. As long as I'm cool with them, as long as they are walking all over me, I'm fine, you know. And then she was suffering from that because, I mean, we're not, you know, and I just had to call myself back again, like, oh boy, this thing must not fail, you know, that kind of thing, you know. And, you know, we're able to work things. It wasn't like there was a quarrel or anything, but I just realized it, that I'm drifting, you know. I realized that I was drifting, and yeah.
How have I navigated to conflict and disagreements in my relationship? Patience. Because it's patience. Oh. There's no how. There's no how. There's no how you want to avoid it. There's no how it won't pop up. But you just have to, like, patient with it. Maybe you guys should just come together and discuss it. When sometimes I feel like I asked him most of the time, I said, babe, do you want break? But most of yeah, because I feel like maybe you need to like call yourself back home. Maybe you need to like, and in the other way around, I still feel like if I actually choose break, like if we go for break in this aspect, I might actually eventually lose. Do you get? So I call both of us together. We talk it out. I force conversation, even though he does not like conversation like a lot like that. But I go deep. I go ask. So that way, he also communicates with me. So we already know where there is wrong, where there is right, where we need to amend things.
What I would just add is that whenever you're having a conflict and you're trying to communicate, right, there's no winner, right? Because if both of you are out to win, then the conflict is never going to be resolved. So one person has to sit down and like, okay, and most times people will say it's always the man.
The man has to say, I'm sorry.
The man has to sit down and say, yeah, I understand,
I'm sorry.
I understand. So that's one important thing. Yeah.
Because when you are saying I'm sorry, like don't just say I'm sorry because you want to say I'm sorry.
Yeah, it has to be
like,
intentional.
You have to be like, you have to be intentional about your sorry. You have to be sorry deeply. Do you get? Because if you say you are sorry to me, I will sense that okay, this sorry is not a sorry. It's Bama sorry. So you have to be intentional about your sorry. Because we women, all on in the veins, right? We have this thing. We already know everything. So don't even just bring that sorry because you want to. Exactly. So yeah.
I think the other gender, sometimes they like doing what we call undoing. So you did something bad and then you bring flowers. No,
exactly.
Anyway, you never bring a flower anyway. But I'm just saying, you don't try to bake chocolates or when we women say, "Are you sorry?" Like, we expect you to be sorry. It's us actually wanting you to understand the situation. This is why I'm angry, and this is why I'm pissed about what you did. So, are you aware that this is what you did that made me angry, and or your inactions in some situations is not even what you did, but what you didn't do that actually caused the whole gra. And sometimes is your response when I come to you and say, babe, I didn't like this, and you give me this kind of eye, like, or you don't talk, or you don't. That's again because me coming to you and saying this is what you did, it's taking a lot for me to come to you and tell you this is what you did. So I'm expecting, the first thing I'm expecting from you, I'm sorry, and then we talk it out. But when you're trying to like, nah, it doesn't. So sometimes we want to just know that you are understanding why we don't even need to say I'm sorry at the end of the day. If you understand, you get. We just want to know that you get it. And another thing, sorry is not only saying sorry, it's also a changed behavior. So don't do that.
Don't repeat, yes.
And don't run from the conversation. don't run. Sit down, be the man, talk it out.
But the thing is with women, I mean, women don't listen when they are angry.
Yes,
and so,
I agree.
And so regardless of whether it's right or wrong, I mean, she's pissed. There's nothing you're saying at that point in time that is entering here. So from my own experience, I try to step away from the conversation for a while, and then we go back to it, when we're both calm and we can listen.
But sometimes if you listen the first time, that's one thing that they don't really talk about. Women, we will have repeated it like 50 times.
Yeah, before
it gets to that explosion, and then that's when it gets your attention.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh, she's shouting. That's another thing.
It is. I don't always want to say it because she's always like, why do I? It is just in the nature of man to not see certain things. Women. I said it earlier that women. There's a way God created the mind of a woman. A woman is deep. There are things that are not even that deep, like but women are just so like.
I think father.
Do you get? And so you have to understand that we are different in that way, and then you can you complement each other. It's just.
You said you not answer my question. I said, why do I have to say 50 times?
Because of how we are as men. You know, we tend not to
Get in the vampire.
yeah, you know,
And there's a whole lot
it might sound,
going
it might sound like a cliche, or it might actually be annoying to women. But
That's
the
where the
truth
problem
is,
is to.
but the truth is, if you do not
Repeat it.
it might not just sink in.
Angry for us repeating it again. You see that there's a problem. That's not the way it is.
For this next session on feminism, we would like the women to switch to the left and men to the right.
Feminism is the belief that women deserve equal rights in the society. I think society. That's just the belief. That's the main reason.
Why are you scared?
I'm not scared. It's society. You understand? But then there's another definition to women now that has been causing a whole lot of controversy. And now I think feminism, if I support my wife being a boss of her own, you know, getting things done, I'm a feminist. That's cool by me. But then, yeah, that's feminism. Let me just stop there, please. That's feminism, yeah.
Feminism is the way things should be. It's the way of life. I believe I will come from when God created man and woman. He said we should all dominate. Like everybody is equal. Like
For me, I think feminism is not discriminating, the indiscrimination against women's rights. And I think the issue of feminism started like way back, not because of the reasons why it's being used or in the context in which it's being used now. Men and women, in my opinion, we cannot both dominate. Even though I'm a feminist, but I want to say I'm a feminist with sense in a way. Man and woman cannot both dominate at the same time. That's my opinion, and there can never be a balance. There will even be some situations whereby you would expect that the male would, be the one to step up, and it's the woman. While the same way that you would expect the woman to step up and it is the man, it depends on what works for A and what works for B. But generally, feminism is the indiscrimination against women's rights. And I think most people are misconstruing it with equity, which equality and equity. So that's another topic, but yeah.
They have defined feminism. But you see, we have to understand that there is no way you can remove feminism from culture and tradition. There are some elements to our culture that would always still put women a little bit to the background, especially, let's bring it home now. We're talking Yoruba culture, Igbo culture, and whatever other cultures that we have here in Africa. It might interest you to know that even up till now, 2024, there are some cultures in Nigeria that the female child do not inherit any properties. I don't know if you are aware of this, but this is 2024 and these things still exist.
so, in what way has feminism influenced relationship of nowadays? I would throw that question to my husband.
It depends on how you understand what this term feminism means, really. Like I said earlier, this is Africa. You cannot expect, well, I don't know, maybe I'm too old school, but I do not expect my wife to match me 50-50. That's not how I see things. I expect you to support, but I still think that it is my responsibility to carry the home. That's how I see it. And so I understand that these days, women, you're earning well, you're the boss of whatever it is you're working, maybe you're working for yourself or maybe you work for someone, but you're the boss there. And so you tend to bring that into your home as the woman. Forgetting that, I don't want to bring too much Christianity into this. But you see, the Bible states it clearly that wives submit to your husbands. But of course, it doesn't mean that husbands should trample on their wives' rights.
Your wives, as Christ loved the church
Exactly. It doesn't mean that because they say, oh, you are the head of the family, you should now enter the house and be doing your akpa like this.
But Bible made the woman, God made the woman helpmate, so it should help. So the man should be at the top, then the woman should be there.
Well, they do not want us to use that term. The man should be at the top.
That's where the
I don't
problem
mean top
is.
like bossy. Don't be
you don't have
bossy.
to
No,
say it
no,
like
no.
that.
The man has to be the man of the house.
Yes.
Yes, I think that's where the controversy is starting from.
That's where
The man has to be the man of the house normally, but you just have to be an helpmate.
That's where the problem is.
So you don't want the man to be at the top.
Generally.
Who is having a problem with?
No, the man has to be at the top. The man has to be at the top.
That's where the problem is.
Actually, in the Bible, let's use the Bible.
Yes, let's.
Spiritually, the man is the head of the house. At the top, he should even be the one interceding for me.
Exactly.
I feel like, my Lord, what did Jesus say today?
Exactly.
What did the Holy Spirit say today? Financially, I'm his helpmate. Emotionally, well, I wouldn't know. But, if you want to use the Bible as a context, he's the head. So why am I trying to drag power with him? Live up to expectation.
Your own style of feminism is
no, it's the best way.
But this is not, unfortunately.
It's not everybody.
Feminism should be done in the social life. We should leave it in the social life.
In the inception of feminism, it was never even about marriage.
It was just work, so they are bringing it exactly.
Getting equal rights
so the thing
for
is,
females and them getting paid.
So the thing is, there's no way it will not come into marriage.
Nobody said it's not coming into marriage. I'm just saying the initial context of it.
Yes, I understand that. But you see, I mean, when they say feminism, equal right, equal right, equal right, equal right, equal right. If you are standing like this, I should be able to stand like this. Yeah. If you are earning 2 naira, I should be able to stand 2 naira. If we are in a home and you are the
my
husband,
money should not be your money anymore. It should be our money now.
If you are in a home and you are the husband.
The question is, how has it influenced?
Yes, that's what we're saying.
Negatively or positively?
It's becoming negative now these days. Yes.
It depends on the people that are involved.
Exactly. So let's talk about positively. How has it influenced relationships?
Positively, it has helped a man like a wife is supporting.
I think financially,
it has helped.
That's helped financially. Now, women can go to work and have their own careers and, be a boss of their own. Mm-hmm. And then when the man is not capable, because, started from 2020, there was lockdown, people lost their jobs. And imagine your wife has not been working. Mm-hmm. Do you get? And you'd be like, no, my wife is supposed to be at home sweeping and cooking, But you allow, even if it's just a small mini mart, and she's running, pending the time your man can pick up. So that's the positive way that's actually affected marriage.
But I think in the negative part, way, a lot of misplaced priorities for my gender. Mm-hmm. I am trying not to be biased.
Your gender.
Yeah, for my gender. There's a lot of misplaced priorities. Oh, he didn't open the door for me. Like, hello. Do you even open the door? This is my husband here. He doesn't open the door for me. But there are other ways it fits in that people would say, okay, generically, it's my chore, like my duty to do. And he will do that, and I'm like, if they say it's not, I'll probably share this.
So there's something about me. I'm not really a fan of gender-specific roles.
No, we don't do that.
I think it doesn't make sense. The analogy I give is, before you got married, you're a bachelor. Mm-hmm. You're doing things by yourself. Yeah. So now that you're married, it's not as if, I'll drop everything that I was doing as a bachelor. It's a continuation. Yeah. Just continue the whole process.
Teamwork.
It doesn't make sense to me that
helpmates.
If you're not cooking before.
Now, there's a side to feminism that we do not focus on, and it is how it has helped men to be vulnerable.
Yes.
How it has helped men to show the emotional side of the, back in the day, a domestic man would not say it outside. They sue for house, so you will not say it. Like I bath the kids, but it has helped. It has helped men to open up, to be more vulnerable, to be emotional. Now you see men publicly crying.
And they don't even have to
that
show
was an abomination back in the day.
Financially, they don't have to shoulder the burden, the whole burden.
You can easily communicate.
Yes. So that's where effective communication comes in, because some will still be quiet and some will be running in debt. And you have a partner crying out loud. Why are you not talking to your partner?
If you agree feminism has helped to improve your relationships, kindly signify?
First, financially. There was a time I was down financially. Yeah, so, and I was this person, I pushed my babe to do more for herself, get a career. You can't just, I really don't like stay-home moms. If you're just sitting at home doing nothing, we go fight. So I'm always in support of, get something for yourself. You can become a managing director and I'm still probably just I don't care. Just make sure you have your life to live. If I was not there, you would chase after your dreams. So I had a business that wasn't going too well, and I could not do mom what's up because mom was calling me what's up, So I just like, hey babe, what's up? Can you loan me this money? And she said, all right, no problem. I was like, so you get this kind of money. But if I'd allow her to stay at home and just be like, okay, don't worry, I'll be the man. Then he gave me this way to talk to my woman, like, in the sense that I don't have to be the man, a man, you be man up. Most times we always bring things in. But I can easily express myself to my woman. I know some people don't agree, like, don't cry to your lady. I did not cry actually, but I was able to, talk to her and express myself. And she gave ideas that really helped me and picked me up. And yeah, so that's how it helped me.
Aside from, I have a personality that I'm very independent, so even prior to marriage, but it also helps me to dare to do more. Because I remember when I relocated to Lagos and I was unemployed, and I could have just said, my husband is there now, breadwinner, win the bread, let's all be okay. Exactly. But I didn't do that. I started looking for jobs. I even started a business, just to also help. And in a way, some people might not see it as feminism, but to me, that is feminism because, I'm helping the home. So yeah, it has helped me to do more. It has pushed my limits and yeah.
Okay, so I would say it has helped me to understand that I can up my game. My husband might need my help. He's not the Almighty all the time. God is the Almighty. So it's not every time I should always expect him to do it all. I should be able to show support. So when feminism is providing privileges and giving women opportunities, giving them opening bank loans and all those things, loan schemes, you should take advantage of those things as a woman so that you can get better and then you can support your husband.
So, do we all agree feminism is the way to go for the world to be a better place?
There must be a clear understanding of feminism, then I will agree. If there's a clear understanding of feminism, I will agree. But if there's no understanding, then no. Let's just go back to Baba Losoko, Iyawo Wanle Kumadano. The world, yes, now, so it's going to take a whole lot.
I think the world is very big, and I can only speak for myself or the immediate culture that I'm used to. And the way social media has, placed it in front of us, I do not think feminism is the way to go because people misuse it in so many bad ways. You can enjoy feminism if you know how to do it, but I do not think it is the way to go now.
It actually brings more help to the table. And it's reduced workload. But yeah.
It's a good thing. Like I said, there's a clause, there's an if. If there's an understanding of the word feminism. If you don't understand it, and I think there'll be a problem because the whole world can't see it the way it should be. So like I said, let's just go back to Baba Losoko, Iyawo Wanle Tondano, end of story. If you don't understand, but if there's an understanding of the word feminism, yes, I agree with you. Yes, I agree with you. I'm with you on this one. I'm just trying to, explain.
I would always still agree that feminism, going forward, is still a fantastic way to go. Because, feminism means only one thing. Forget about what people have termed it to be, but it only means one thing. And what it means is equality for all, However, we must also remember that, different cultures interpret feminism differently.
All right, so I think to buttress what he said, if both parties understand what it means, then it's going to make the world a better place. That's the thing. So the most important thing is let us understand and be on the same page. Then feminism is going to make.
It's very valid point.
Thanks for being a part of the conversation. It's been an amazing experience with you guys.